ANC earbuds that sound as good as they look. Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These are the PAMU Z1 ANC earbuds, and let me open it up. You can see it's a very distinctive design and color scheme, and that's really fun. But what makes these really cool is that they sound as good as they look. Now, they come in 4 different color schemes, and you could even change the front little strap piece here if you want it to be a different color, but there's just a lot of neat design elements that they have. Starting with, notice when I put the earbud back in and close it, this lights up to give you feedback on your charging. It also does wireless charging if you put it on a wireless charger, or you have a smartphone that has a built-in wireless charger, you could charge them with that. But let me circle back and actually start by telling you a little bit about the audio itself. And while I'm doing that, I'll give you a couple of close-ups. So they feature 10mm PEN titanium drivers, and they're powered by Bluetooth 5.2, and they have AAC and SBC, but not aptX. And it's a hybrid ANC. It's a really good ANC actually, and it drops 40 decibels of ambient noise when you engage it. And I will tell you that putting in the right size ear tips, always super important, but get the right size ear tips, turn on ANC, and a really noisy environment becomes a really quiet environment. Now, let me mention something else about the way ANC works, is that ANC sort of cancels out the audio in the environment you're in, but it works a lot better if you give it a signal too. So the way to test ANC is to actually play some music. Don't just have it be silent and turn on ANC. It always works better if there's something else for it to work with. You can experiment with this yourself and see how that works. Now, in terms of latency, they're 130 milliseconds, so they're about the same as Apple AirPods. And in my experience, that's so fast that if I was watching video or YouTube or Netflix or HBO Max or something, there was no lag at all. So the movement of the mouths was in sync with the audio that I was hearing, which was great. They also feature a triple microphone setup. So when you have them in your ears, and they're pretty easy to put in, when you have them in your ears, oops, wrong ear. No wonder it wasn't fitting right. There we go. Because you're supposed to have it when you open it towards you. That's the secret here. But it has 3 microphones, so the audio pickup is actually also pretty darn good. And if you're on a phone call, it actually is very comfortable and it sounds really good, with the caveat that if you have both in, then you do have this sort of it's just powered on for me. But you do have this sort of awkward acoustic buffer or barrier to your own voice. So you sound a little different, but the person on the other end sounds really good, and they'll tell you that you sound good too, which is great. Now, the earbuds are also IPX4, so if you wear them on a workout and you get a little sweaty, no problems. And they'll run for 6 hours on a charge, and there are 3 more charges in the admittedly rather chunky case. It's a bit fatter than I'm used to for these sort of cases. And like I said, this also supports wireless charging, so you have a lot of options. There's USB-C on the bottom, so you can just plug it right in. And in the box, if we can open it, in the box there are, let's see, 4 sizes of ear tips. So it gives you lots of different options and various instructions. Here's a little cheat sheet on the different tap sequences if you want to tap it to control things. And it also has a USB-C cable. And finally, and I'm not sure what the deal is here, it comes with a little carrying bag, but the idea of this is that this should be tough and durable enough that you don't need the carrying bag. So I was a little taken aback when I saw this in the box. Maybe they just were thinking of it slightly differently to how I do, but if you have something like this, and I have to say, it's a pretty cool looking box. I don't know that I would put it in a bag. So, you know, maybe you have an extra bag for something else you want to carry. So let's see, let's talk about colors, and then I'll talk about the sound. So there are 4 color combos. And they're great names: dark gray, abyss black, aqua blue, which is what this is, and pearl white. And I have to say, especially when you look at the inside of the case and you look at the colors on the earbuds, these are really fun. And thank goodness, something other than that generic glossy white that every manufacturer makes nowadays. So thank you for putting some color in here. Now, let's talk about the sound, because I was pretty darn impressed by the sound. Really, it was much better than I expected when I put them in, especially at their introductory price point. We'll get there in a minute. But they have a big, rich, full sound, a big sound stage. You turn on that ANC and it pumps up the bass just a little bit, so they're nice, big, bass heavy or bass forward. And, you know, really a whole lot of different kinds of music are going to sound really good. I really was enjoying some EDM, and it just sounded, all the electronics and the synthesizers and all that sort of digital sound effects and everything was all really sounding fantastic. And there was just like a nice sort of spatial sense to it all. So really a lot to like. I was pretty darn impressed, really surprised by these. And then add their really powerful ANC, and these are really winners. These are kind of a sleeper earbuds from a company you might not have heard of, but they're really pretty darn good. The charging and everything, kind of wish that it would maybe give us a set of LEDs so you'd have a better sense of how charged they are. But honestly, on modern phones like my iPhone 13 Pro, if I have them paired to the phone will tell me their relative level of charge. So maybe that's good enough for nowadays, right? So lots to like, and really a pretty killer price. So before I get to the price, I'm going to ask, can you subscribe to my channel? Just go ahead and click or tap on that subscribe button and we're connected. Really appreciate that. And of course, give me some feedback, thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you like about this or why you really hate the color scheme. I don't actually really care if you don't like the color scheme, because they have multiple colors, right? But give me some feedback, always appreciated. All right, cool. These, singular, plural, are the PAMU Z1 ANC earbuds, and they're $99, but right now they're running an intro promo price of $69 at PadMate-tech.com. Definitely want to check these out. These could be really great backup earbuds, although I loaned them to my daughter and she's going to use them as her primary earbuds now, and she's going to make her AirPods Pro her backup earbuds. So that speaks volumes to what the sound quality is like and the ANC is like. So there's your data point. In any case, I think I'm going to go back to some of that EDM. If I can get the earbuds out, there we go. And I'll have to catch you in my next video.